Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Predicted 23. It feels like we haven't done this in a while. Of course, that's because we had the bye after the game against the D's. We're going into Saturday playing against St Kilda at Marvel. We all remember what happened last year, so maybe a little bit of a get back would be nice on that one and win this for Tim Membry. I mean, whether you take much into what transpired between Tim Membry and the St Kilda Football Club, I think it'd certainly be a motivation for Tim Membry to impress and prove or show what the Saints could have had. Whether or not the Saints feel a kind of way, whether or not Collingwood feel a certain way, I think that's just an internal little, a minute motivator that might make the difference against St Kilda at Marvel. So Marvel's always interesting. It'll be a great matchup. But let's get into this. So let's start with the walk-up starters. So we've got Darcy Moore, our centre half back. Guys, as per usual, just if you have any opinions or ideas with this Predicted 23, just put it in the chat and I'll keep an eye on it as we put this together. So yeah, no Max King, obviously. They'll have Cooper Sharman, Isaac Keeler, and Machida Owens. I'm not sure if they're all available, but that's usually what the key forward stocks look like at St Kilda at the moment. Houston's been really good. I like to think he's been releasing the shackles off of Quaynor and Josh Dacos, who are having... Well, Josh Dacos has had an incredible year, but Isaac Quaynor's starting to really find some strong form as well. No one has been better than Jeremy Howe, though, in my opinion. He is arguably the most important player in our defensive half, alongside Darcy Cameron when he's rolling back into our back half and intercepting for us. I think he plays as that one of those key defenders without actually having that title assigned to him. And then maybe, so who else can we put into the back line? Well, let's assume, guys, Bruzzy is to be assessed as per the injury update earlier today. So Bruzzy, will put him in on the basis that he is to be assessed later in the week. So they're going to have a really good look at bringing Bruzzy into this week. And then let's move into the wings stocks. I think Lipinski is one we roll with. Obviously, going through his concussion protocols, he's had 2 or 3 weeks now to sort of tick the boxes there. He's also to be assessed later in the week. So we'll put him in there, assuming he'll be available. And then on the other wing, let's go... We'll go Jack Crisp, yeah? Jack Crisp has been good. Played in the middle, he's played on the wing this year. He's been good, very serviceable. One of those two will have a really tough job running with Brad Hill all night up and down the wings at Marvel, so that will be a good matchup. We'll go DC, who will have the job up against Rowan Marshall. I'm pretty sure he's the main ruckers. I'm really, really not watching a lot of footy outside of games that don't have the black and white in it, but I can recall some, if not, I'm sort of yapping now, aren't I? Lipinski played well his last game. Proud of the lad. Yep. Mello says, I'd like to see Houston as a midfielder eventually. Maybe not. Maybe he's been tried in the past. For whatever reason, hasn't worked out. I don't think we need him there right now. He's been really good in the back half. Pendles, of course. Obviously, we got that news that a lot of these elder players are going to be given a 1-year contract extension. So that will take 6 of those players into another year of AFL footy and really help the younger lads come up and stay competitive. So we got Pendles there. We got Nick Dacos. You really like to see Nick Dacos just explode and overcome the tags that come his way. He'll probably see a healthy dosage of Marcus Winhager on the weekend. So that will be a tough matchup for Nick Dacos for sure. And then Ned Long, who's just, he's been a godsend this year. And he's grown into more than just a role player now. He's definitely exceeded beyond those initial expectations when he first came into the team this season. All right, forward line, let's go. Well, we'll put Membry here for now. We'll go McCreary, who's been really good. He's kicking inside 50. He's just improving week on week. He's been our most dangerous kick going inside 50. I had a criticism of him with regards to that early in the season and over the last couple of seasons, but he's just taking really positive strides there. Put Bobby Hill there. Look, whether you... maybe Membry will put him on the bench. Yeah, Quaynor will probably put him on the interchange. Not that it matters. I mean, I'm not too fussed about necessarily who starts on the field, but we'll see. We'll see what we're cooking up. Give me one moment. So Hazy played against the D's, didn't he? So we'll put him here at the moment. We'll put him there. McStay, centre half forward. Yep, done. And then we know Shooter's out. All right. Now this is where it gets interesting, yeah? Pez, obviously, we'll get him rolling through the back line with Bruzzy in. Does he play more wing? Does he play in the midfield? Either or. He just fills the gap and does exactly what's asked of him on a week-to-week basis. Quaynor, okay. I think Will Hoskin-Elliott, when he came on as a sub, he was really important for us against the D's. Really important. Just brought in a calmness about the moment, those late final moments against the D's. Sidey as well. Interesting. So now we in discussion here. So we got Allen, right? We got Allen. We got Sullivan. I mean, we can always just put Cox there, just for, who knows what type of approach we go with this game. I always have West in the back line, so that's not going to happen. Titch is right there. Dimitir's been good at VFL level. And then you got a couple of these lads. Markov. Did Markov play? I don't think he did. He played VFL. Membry on the bench. I remember he's here. So who's going to be the sub, guys? This is where I really need some help. This is where I feel like I'm going to struggle. This is where it gets really difficult. I think Hayes will go back to the VFL. That's my feeling there. Could we see something like this, guys? Allen as a sub, potentially. It wasn't his best game against Melbourne. With Schultz out, I can see Sully playing, says Mello. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is the difficult decision. I think ultimately we'll opt for an Ed Allen. And then let's roll with the emergencies here. Can I bring this to the front position? God. I always do this as well. Let's get these back down here. I thought I'd fix this. Gotta get the back of house right, guys. All right. So Sullivan, emergency. Some of you are saying Markov. Tim Anderson says Markov. I don't think we'll be resting anyone, chatter, because of the bye we had, and really now's the time to really put the foot down on the throttle and find some really strong form and know what we're about if we don't know already, but just continue to build on our identity going into the final series. I mean, we're not too far away. So I think, yeah, Markov, emergency, along with Sullivan, and then maybe something like this. Stu says, time to blood Oscar Steen. I mean, where does if you were to bring Steen in, I don't think he's versatile. I know he can play ruck, he can play forward, but he's not playing in front of this right now. He's not going to get much time in a ruck. The only player he could potentially swap for is Will Hoskin-Elliott, but I think Will Hoskin-Elliott's versatility is too much to give up for an Oscar Steen right now. That's where I'm at. Are we pretty happy with this? I'm pretty content with the way we're lining up right here. No need to rest anyone. Just back from a bye with Saints and Eagles on the horizon. So it's good. You have the bye and you come back in, and there should be that natural hunger coming up against a side that's not in the top 8. You're looking for some motivators that are external. So that's one of the things. You haven't played. You're just hungry, chomping at the bit, ready to go. So I think that's what we're going to go with, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and go Pies.